Afternoon, everybody. Wednesday, the 20th of March. It is a Scots Corner. Good afternoon to you. Webby Sports Roundup. My name's Paul Webb. I've got my own YouTube channel, as most people know now. And I do various vlogs during the week, all about sport. Football, horse racing, rugby union, rugby league, golf, you name it, I do it. Right. I've not done a vlog on Scots Corner for 2 weeks, and the reason why last week is most probably people know that I was busy down in the Hopping Grapes working for Mark the Bookie on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Had an absolute cracking 4 days, mega busy, loved it, earned a few quid, and we go again, don't we? It was a bit quiet last week on Scots Corner anyway, so I had 1 or 2 people send messages and says, wait, where's me Scots Corner? Especially big Jim Donaldson. Jim, you know the score, son. And I'll give you another shout out in a couple of minutes time. If you're just new to the channel, I'm in Tenerife. I've been for 30 years, as they all know. 3 pubs later, retired nearly 9 years ago, and I'm loving it. Passion is my sport. Gloucester rugby boy, Coventry City football fan. Great weekend last week, and I do love me Scottish football as well. Don't ask me why, I always have done. Whether it's Celtic, Rangers, Jambos, Hibbies, Kilmarnock, yeah, what a win. Talk about that in a couple of minutes time. And I'm a big East 5 fan up there on the North East. Never been invited. One day I'm sure I'll pop in to see them, Ray Duffy and all the gang. Right, don't forget, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do. Webby Sports Roundup, Facebook page as well. My pal Foggy, who's my number 99, he does all my Facebook page, because I'm a dinosaur when it comes down to computers, to phones and stuff, so I ask and pay people to do it for me. Foggy, I don't pay you, I'll buy you a beer. He does a phenomenal job. Give Foggy some love, whether you support Dumbarton, Elgin, East Fife, Stellishmere, Falkirk, Hamilton. Send me a comment. I need more. Spartans, Elgin, get on there. I need to know if there's any Scottish fans, apart from the big 2 of Rangers and Celtic, that watch this channel. I know the Kiddie boys do. Want a bit of Dundee United. Everybody knows me pal Liam Grimshaw plays for Dundee United. Bit of an upset last weekend, wasn't it? So without further ado, let's kick this in a touch. Not to finish it, let's start it up. It's not going to be too long because pubs are open and I need a couple of bottles of beer. If I stop and sneeze, it's because I've got a bit of hay fever, and obviously with the wind here at the moment and the allergies, I've taken 2 tablets already, so I sneeze a little bit. Right, let's kick off with the Scottish Cup from last week. Holders Celtic, who beat Inverness 3-1 last year, 2023-2024. They were drawn at the hat, and they'll take on Aberdeen Football Club, the Pittodrie boys, in the other semi-final, which is Rangers, the big boys, who's looking to win the championship or the SPL for the first time for a few years. They're taking on the Jambos, Heart of Midlothian. Ray Duffy, I got that right, son. And the games will be played at Hampden on the weekend of the 20th and 21st of April. So the Holders Celtic taking on Aberdeen, and Rangers taking on Hearts. So probably 1 each day. 1 Saturday and 1 on Sunday. Into the SPL League. 7th place Dundee took on Aberdeen, who were 9th, and Dundee beat them at Dens Park by a goal to 0. I bet it wasn't waterlogged then, was it? Ross County, who were 11th in the league at this moment in time, drew with the Hibs of Easter Road 2 goals apiece, and they're still lying 6th in the SPL League. Top of table, Celtic, and back to top, and the reason why, I'll tell you in a couple of minutes. They took on St Johnstone, and they beat them by 3 goals to 1, who were 10th in the league, and they cannot keep a clean sheet for love or money, Celtic, can they? And the Hibs, who are 6th at the moment, they took on Livingston, who are bottom of the table, give them a bit of a drubbing by 3 goals to 0. Before we go to Killie game, Motherwell at Fir Park took on Aberdeen. 8th place Motherwell. Don't forget who beat Rangers a couple of weeks ago by 2 goals to 1 away from home. Took on Aberdeen, and Aberdeen won by a goal to 0. We're 9th in the league. And last but not least, Ross County, 2nd from bottom, beat Jambos, who are 3rd in the league. Bit of an upset there by 2 goals to 1. Right, 2 games got discussed very, very quickly. Killie taking on St Mirren. You've got to appreciate Kilmarnock. I think it's a synthetic pitch. Anyway, as you all know, if you had your heads buried in the sand, Kevin the Scotsman was over for 10 days with his family. He had a table booked through me at the Hopping Grapes, and he won a couple of quid. So good as Kevin the Scotsman. If you've not tuned in to him, Kevin the Scotsman, subscribe to him. Cracking guy, a big St Mirren fan. Now, he was at Taylor's Lounge over in Los Cristianos. He messaged me when the score was Kilmarnock 0, St Mirren 2. Sent me a photograph, and I thought, where the hell's that, Kev? Because there were some big games there last weekend. It looks as if they put him in the loo, in the toilet, one little TV up there. And I thought, oh. And he said, Webby, I'm happy bunny. Anyway, he wasn't a bit later on. Kilmarnock, within 20 odd minutes, went 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2. It ended up Kilmarnock 5, St Mirren 2. I think the phone of Kevin the Scotsman, I think he chucked it at the TV. So I want a big shout out who I saw last night down a pub in Monte Cristo in my little manor. A big shout out, all Killy fans. Big John lives in the village. How are you, John boy? Good to see you last night. Ex-army man, big tough geezer, loves his football, and he's with two good friends of mine who watched the show. Willie and Karen. They're good friends of Big John. So hi Willie, hi Karen. Nice to see you last night. And Kevin the Scotsman, I've got to say, God alive, he did message me a bit later on. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. Ended up Kilmarnock 5, St Mirren 2. Right, the last game in the SPL I'm going to go to, which was Sunday, should have been 12 o'clock kickoff. Dundee, Dens Park, taking on the Teddy Bears of Rangers. Now, if Rangers would have won, they would have gone back to top of the table in front of Celtic by 2 points. 12 o'clock kickoff. Guess what happened? 11 o'clock, beg your pardon, the game was called off. Now you tell me, why did they leave it until 11 o'clock? I believe it was the kit man of Rangers that told everybody. Oh, he knew before anybody else. Whoever knows. I was with Big Jim Donaldson last night, good pal of mine, in Monte Cristo. Had a chat with him. I said, Jim, what happened? He said, well, we got there, big coach load, and I suppose I said to him, how far is it from Rangers up to Dens Park? He says it's about an hour and a half. So you've gone an hour and a half, and you're telling me that they did not know that it was going to be called off at that particular time? Garbage, absolutely garbage. So they must have satellites to say, is the weather going to be bad? Was it playable at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning? Very disappointed, very, very disappointed. Anyway, James says, Webby, don't you panic, sir. I said, what'd you do? Yeah, they went to Perth, wherever Perth is. That's up the north somewhere, isn't it? Went there, mate, we got absolutely blotto. So they had a good afternoon. So well done to Rangers on that. We had a good trip. But disappointed to Dundee, Dens Park, and all the officials there. The reason why they never called it off earlier, to stop supporters travelling. I've just been checking on social media, and the game now is rescheduled for 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night on the 10th of April. And I think that's after the big Old Firm game. Probably, I don't know if it's on the Saturday or Sunday. So the Old Firm game, Rangers home to Celtic, I believe. And then the next one will be Dundee Rangers. If Rangers win that, all right, it's an if. Celtic not playing that well at the moment. I'll tell you now, that's for nothing. Then Rangers, if they win against Celtic, then they go to Dundee and win that. Looks like it's going to be their league. Who knows? It's up to Celtic to come back and see what they've got. Right, let's move on very, very quickly. Europa Cup last week as well. Rangers took on Benfica 2 weeks ago. Had a cracking, I did watch the second half, I must admit. Had a cracking 2-2 draw in the Europa Cup. Away to Benfica, who were playing superb, cracking side. Used to be Eusebio's team, if you remember, playing red many, many years ago. And had a great 2-2 draw there. So all they needed to do, get them back to the Ibrox last Thursday, beat them 1-0, and then they're in the last 8. What did they do? They lost by a goal to 0. I checked the stats. So it was round 16. Check the stats. 12 shots, 3 on target, and Benfica had 14 shots, 4 on target. If you want to win that and win the cup, 12 in 3 is not good enough. That's for sure. And I'm sure the Rangers fans will tell me that. 59% possession, which a lot of people, even Kevin, my man from the bar, will tell you can have 80%. Doesn't mean anything. I think Dressers, who's the man up front, he's about 5th top goal scorer in the league. And then you've got Tavernier, who's their top goal scorer, Rangers. And don't forget, he's captain and he's fullback, but he does take the penalties. So Europa Cup now, I have to wait till next year, unless Champions League come bearing, if you win the league. At the moment, table, Celtic 30 games played, 71 points. Rangers 29 games played, 70 points. Only a point behind, and the goal difference is absolutely tight. It's not tighter than this. They're both plus 48. So this is going to go to the wire. It really is. Probably one of the best SPL leagues that you've seen for many, many years. So get behind your boys Celtic and get behind your boys Rangers, and let's make sure that it stays tight up until the first week in April. Oh, thought something was happening then. Right, top goal scorer still Shanklin of the Jambos with 20, and Tavernier has got 14. He is second in the top goal scorer league in the SPL. But before we go to the Championship, there's 2 big games, 2 friendlies. But don't forget, Scotland going to the Euros. Got a great chance. I think they're going to be there or thereabouts, that's for sure. First one on Friday. They're away to Holland at 7:45 kickoff. And on Tuesday they play again at home to Northern Ireland. Another 7:45 kickoff. Have they got their first full team out or not? What sort of team are they going to pull out? I did check a little bit in news, if there's any Scottish news. Sorry, my dog Buster, he's just had a nice bit of a lamb bone. Scottish news, Grant Hanley, who big centre half, 32 years of age, who's at Norwich City. Absolutely flying at the moment, Norwich City. He had a bit of an Achilles problem, so he was out for a while, and they've ruled him out for the 2 friendlies over this weekend. Big Norwich City man, and he needs to be 100% to play for Scotland, so probably a good thing. Keep him out the side, then bring him and take him over to Germany in the Euros. Right, without further ado, let's go over to the Championship. We're going to keep this quite simple. Championship, Div 1 and Division 2. The top 2 there, which you know, Dundee United, Mapauli and Grimshaw. How are you, Grimmy? Good to see you. He's had a bit of a I don't know what's happened. I don't know if he's a little bit injured, but I think he's one of their best players, to be honest with you. Plays right side of midfield, right full-back, that sort of era. Very quick lad, that's for sure. He's been dropped a couple of times, so there must be something behind the scenes. I'm not too sure. Anyway, they went to Dunfermline last Friday, or 6th in the league, and they lost by 3-1. So that shakes up the league, innit? Now, with Wraith Rovers, they had a cracking start to the season. Dundee United's caught them, and then they never won for 5 games. So Wraith Rovers had a great chance to go top of the table, but they messed it up. They went to Queen's Park and they drew 0-0. So Dundee United stay top of the table on goal difference. They are plus 36 and Wraith Rovers are plus 13. Partick Thistle's Graham is a top goal scorer with 17 goals. Right, let's have a look. Move on quickly to Scottish Division 1. Again, very little has changed. As I say, the 2 teams in Division 1, Division 2, they're actually spanking the league at the moment. Falkirk, top of the table, 75 points from 29 games. Hamilton are 17 points adrift with 58 points on 29 games. And top goal scorer is Burrell still, Cove Rangers, with 19 goals. So it looks like Falkirk are going to be the champions of Division 1 and up to into the Championship. If I remember Falkirk, all I can remember is obviously Steve Presley, ex-Coventry, Rangers and Celtic, I think he played for. That's where he played his football early doors. In the Division 2, very quietly, Stenishmere spanking the league, 62 points with 29 games, and second place is Spartans with just a few points behind, but I think they're 15 points adrift. So in the day, Stenishmere are going to absolutely smash that league. To be honest with you, that's about it from Scottish Corner this week. Again, another big shout out to the Kinney boys from Monte Cristo's last night. Big John, ex-army man, top fella, and his friend Willie and Karen was in last night. And not forgetting my pal Kevin, the Scotsman. He's back home in Scotland, waiting for St Mirren to play their next game. So, good luck to Scotland this weekend. Good luck to England this weekend. Both got 2 lots of friendlies. Let's see what sort of teams they pull out. Don't forget tomorrow, if you're interested in English football, I'll do my football focus with Terry, my number 2, and Simon, my number 3. And you got Terry, who's my Cockney Scouser. Simon is my big gooner. Loves his Arsenal. Really, really do. And that's the 2 tomorrow. So that's going to be on tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening-ish. On top of that, Friday morning, I've got my usual Webby Sports Roundup live. We go live 9:30 till 10:30. If you cannot watch it, then get it on catch up later on in the afternoon. Make some comments. I've got 2 special guests. I call Kevin a special guest from the borough because he's a bit of an introvert and I'm an extrovert, as you know. But I'll tell you, when he comes on my show, he's out and about. He loves it. He's well in. Very clever and very good on his football. He really, really is. And I've got another special guest, which he was going to come on last week, but we're going to have a bit of a, excuse me a little bit. Doing me nose, I've got a big towel. Sorry about that. And he's coming on this Friday. He's been a bit poorly, bit of flu and what have you. So I will not tell you who he is until Friday morning. I've got me killie kilt, boys. You know, that's my good luck charm. And left me, you know, inside. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Right. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. And the big thing is, if you're in, what's happening? If you're into golf, the Royal Troon, okay? My good pal, Alan Homemade Vlogs. He is the logistics manager up there. We've got a partnership going. Done a little video today. Check it out, please. He's going to be doing little videos from now right up until the 14th of July to the 21st, because that's when the 152nd British Golf Open Championship begins. But because he's logistics manager, every day he's going to be there. He's got his own little office. He lives opposite. And what's going to happen is he's going to be little videos every other day, whatever. It's just going to be wait and see what happens. Listen, even if you're not into golf and you love your sport, everybody loves to see that Sunday when they're walking up the 18th hole, aren't they? Ready to collect the trophy and win that big, I'm not sure how much the prize is. I have to check it out actually, and win that big prize. So all the big players are going to be there. Rory McIlroy, I think Schaefer, who's the number 1 of the world at the moment. It's going to be fantastic. So stay tuned in, watch the golf. It's in partnership with Alan Homemade Vlogs. So Webby Sports Roundup, and it's being called Webby Hole-in-One Show. So don't forget it. Make sure you click on and watch all the videos. I've got more videos to do. I'm going to go around a lot of the pubs, the sports bars in Tenerife and probably elsewhere over the next few weeks. They're all giving them a big shout out and they're coming on the Facebook page. So right, here it is, waffling out. I've got to get on with it. Pub's open. All I'm going to say is Webby Sports Roundup here in Scott's Corner. I'm glad Jim Donaldson is enjoying it now. You've had plenty of shout outs, big man. Big shout out to Big John. John from the Cross in Kilsyth, he's the butcher, so pop in there, see if you can get a bit of discount. Big shout out to Ian and Jane, not forgetting Paul himself. Paul Stewart, and my big pal Davey up there in Scotland. Big pal to Davey, got his first grandchild a few weeks ago, absolutely gorgeous. Big shout out to Gary, his son, and just well done, mate, absolutely well done. And Dominic, big Celtic fan. Hiya Dom, how are you, son? So all I'm going to say is, from me, Webby, in sunny Tenerife, in my manner, subscribe for free, Webby Sports Roundup, comments down below, and give Foggy some love. And if you'd like, please share it with your fans, friends, and family. Let's make this show big. That's what we're doing here, aren't we? So from me, Webby, in the sun, down the pub, a few bottles of Heineken. I'll see you next week for Scott's Corner, another version next weekend. Enjoy. Fingers crossed to Scotland win 2 friendly games. Bye to everybody.